Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or hello and welcome if you are brand new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and in today's video this is an exciting one. ghd have just brought out their biggest wand ever. This is the brand new ghd Chronos Curve Max. It is a 38mm curling wand. 38mm is 1.5 inches for those of you in the US, and yeah, it's their biggest, widest curling wand to date. It says it's for fast waving, for high definition, loose waves, ideal for long and very long hair. So I'm going to be trying it out today for you guys for the first time. Let's get into it. So it isn't actually just this curve, which is brand new and being released. There's a whole collection of 4 of them, which all now have the new Chronos Curve technology. This flat iron, which I always use, this is the ghd Chronos. Effectively, the new Chronos Curve range has the same technology as this inside. So what does that mean? It just means that your results are super fast, they're super speedy. It monitors the heat 250 times per second. So like within a second, almost between the plates, it's like bouncing back and forth and monitoring, is that the exact temperature. It doesn't dip, it doesn't drop, it doesn't go up and down. Whereas like a cheaper flat iron, a cheaper kind of curling tool, they will dip, especially if you're popping cold hair onto like a barrel that's 180 degrees, for example. A lot of your cheaper brands, they'll kind of have that sudden dip and it might kind of go down to 170. Or if you've had them on for a really long period of time, they might peak and go a lot higher than 180 actually. So that's what kind of the monitoring the heat means. It's just constantly, continually monitoring the heat just to make sure it's consistent throughout. And obviously you guys know me, I love ghd. I absolutely love all their products, the tech behind them. Like, it truly does work. I used to work for ghd, so I know and understand. I've seen in the labs and I see kind of how the tech works, and it really truly is incredible. And I just think the products, they speak for themselves. I don't think anyone who uses a ghd product is disappointed, and I love the current curve range, so that's why I'm so super excited to try out the new ones. What I'm going to do in my next video, I will actually show you the other new ones. So basically the classic curl tong, the soft curl tong, and then the creative curl ones, the one that's like a tapered barrel. They're all brand new as well with the Chronos Curve technology. But today, because this is just a brand new tool out on the market, they have never released one this size and this shape before, I am just focusing this video on this lovely big Chronos Max Wave Wand. And you're gonna get the exact same ghd signature temperatures with this tool, which is 185 degrees Celsius, or in Fahrenheit that's 365 degrees. And yeah, let's get started and turn her on. So the main noticeable difference with these new ghd Chronos curves, it's got the flip switch, whereas before they were a button that you held down. So what happens, it just pulsates as it's heating up, and then it should make another little sound again when it's all fully heated and it's all at 185 degrees Celsius and it's ready to go. Tell you what I'll do also, let me just get up some product facts on their website, because this is seeming like it's taken ages to heat up, to be honest. Let me see how long the heat up time is supposed to be. ghd, there you go, it's heated up now. So we're saying it is a 65% bigger barrel, and that is compared to, what are they comparing that to? Versus the ghd classic tong, so their classic original one, which is only 1 inch. So it's 65% bigger. Frizz-free curls that last all day, they're claiming. No extreme heat damage, 50% more shine. Let me just check what that is compared to. Oh, okay, I think that is literally just compared to like a normal brown piece of Caucasian hair, which has been naturally just air dried. Perfect for loose waves. Let me just dive deeper, because it is not telling me the heat up time for that, but that did seem like it took a while, didn't it, to be honest? When I did work at ghd, I was a global educator, so all of the kind of stats and facts about all of the tools, we literally had to know everything inside out. But obviously this is brand new, so I don't know this one. Okay, I've literally just found it hidden on their website. So the express heat up time is 50 seconds. I was thinking it's quite long, but then again, I guess it is so big and so chunky, it's going to take a bit more time for all of this to evenly heat up to 185 degrees Celsius. Your cable, the cable that it comes with is 2.7 meters long, so that's why a lot of professionals love the ghd products, because it's got a nice long cable. And it also comes with a 2-year warranty, which is just nice to know. Oh, and also sleep mode, because people ask me about the sleep mode. If you were just to leave this on the side and it can tell that it's not being used, it will go into sleep mode after just 20 minutes, so that's quite good as well. And it's saying the coating on the outside is professional anodized coating, so it supports with an optimized grip and styling, and it also helps to give that shine, like the coating on that barrel. Really super interesting. So we know the tech, we know kind of the product features and the facts. Let's go in and actually try it out. I'm just going to clip my hair up into my first section. I might take smaller sections than usual, like the ones when I curl, which kind of go halfway up my ear instead of the top of the ear. Because this is going to be a super loose, relaxed wave curl, I don't want to take the sections too big and too chunky either, or else it might just all be way too loose and it might not actually hold in my hair. We shall see. Okay, so that's my first section, just quite a nice thin first section. So yeah, I've literally just taken my ears and I've just drawn a line to the back, like halfway up my ear rather than top of my ear. And then I am going to go in and prep with some product. I'm going to use one of my favorites, the Living Proof Flex hairspray, because not only does this protect from heat, but it has actually got that hold factor. It's a very light to medium hold hairspray, so it's really great just for prepping the hair and kind of doing a little mist of this before you do like any kind of curls. Really great one. I'd recommend it for those of you who feel like your curls drop and they don't hold. So what I would probably recommend when you're using this is to make sure the hair is wrapping around flat instead of twisted. I'll link a couple of my other videos down below, but basically there's different ways you can wrap the hair around and they will give different results. But you can literally do a twist wrap where every time you kind of wrap it around you're slightly twisting it, or even if you really hurry wrapping, sometimes it just ends up twisting. I would definitely make sure the hair is just nice and flat as it's wrapping around here, because it is just so big you almost don't want to make it any looser. So I'm going to hold my wand like literally almost like upside down, place it behind the hair, and then you see how here it kind of twisted around. I'm just going to make sure that's super nice and flat and literally just wrapping it roots down to ends. I can obviously get really quite close with the end of the hair holding it onto the wand, but if you're cautious of burning your little fingers, then you can always wear one of those gloves. I'm sure GHD probably still retail and sell one. If not, I'll find one down below that I can link for you. I absolutely was not counting them because I was talking to you guys. But on my next one, let me just make sure I definitely count and let you know how long we're holding it on for. But the best amount of time to hold this kind of heat on your hair, which is 185 degrees Celsius, GHD always said 5 to 8 seconds, depending on hair's thickness and hair's length. So yeah, normally depends what kind of I'm going for. If I'm working with the classic curl tong, I'll just do like 6 seconds. I know because this is so loose. I mean, I definitely did 8 there. Might have even been a bit more. But yeah, let me definitely make sure I'm counting on my next one. But look at that. I'm really impressed with that actually. If you watch my videos, you'll know I say this all the time, but my hair curls really well. So you can literally see it's even with that super big chunky 1.5 inch, it is literally still halved in size. So actually on my next one I will make sure I don't hold it on for as long so we can actually see like more true result. But wow, I'm really impressed by that so far. Obviously I have touched it a little bit there. You know me, you know my go-to tips. Try not to touch your curls, especially as they're nice and hot and warm, because the more you touch it and fiddle around with it, you're just basically going to be pulling out that shape. So just try and leave it as it is. I won't pin curl these because I just want to see what the results are like if we don't pin curl. But absolutely, if you know your hair is super long and thick, maybe you've got extensions and you know it drops, definitely pin curl these, but I'm not going to pin curl these today. Next section I'm going to take is just like end of the eyebrow, and again just clip all of this up and in a bun and just out of the way. Missed your new sections with the flex hairspray, and we'll go again. So now I'm working on this left hand side of my head. I'm going to hold the wand in my right side, and you would have seen with this side then I do it the opposite way. That's literally the only way to get complete symmetry. If you feel a bit nervous kind of swapping hands, honestly it just takes a bit of like trial and practice. And if you've always your whole life styled your hair with, I guess, your more dominant hand, say it's your right hand, yeah, you'll struggle a little bit at the start, but honestly more times you do it and put thought into it, it just becomes obviously like second nature. Okay, so wand going in behind here at the roots, and then I'm just going to flat wrap, making sure, yeah, I'm making full use of that. Oh, let go of the end there. I know people struggle with tongs, but I do love a tong. Okay, I'm going to count now. 1 GHD, 2 GHD, 3 GHD, 4 GHD, 5 GHD, 6 GHD. Okay, I'm only doing to 6 just so we can compare, because that was actually really quite tight, that curl. Hold it just here for a couple of seconds. Oh, that's a nice curl. That's a really nice loose curl. Yeah, as I was saying, I know a lot of people like struggle with the tongs and using like the arm and the lever. If you are one of those people, I will definitely link my tutorial down below in the description box of how to use a clamp curling iron. But yeah, personally I just love the clamp curling iron because it does stop things like that happening. Sometimes the hair just slipping off, or if you let go of the hair, clamp almost just, yeah, it just helps to secure that end in. So I do love to use a clamp curl iron, a curling tong, but I do completely appreciate and understand the wands for a lot of people are easier. It's literally just a case of wrap and go. Yeah, just really be careful with your fingers here. 2 ghd, 3 ghd, 4 ghd, 5 ghd, 6 ghd. Hold it here for a couple of seconds. Just release that. Okay, let's bring round our previous ones. See what they're looking like, because there's been a little bit of drop. Maybe a little bit, but no, it's looking good. Okay, next section, I'm just gonna go maybe like just above the eyebrow here. I'm kind of not following my normal sections here, to be honest. I am doing them a bit smaller and thinner compared to my usual ones. Let's bring around this new hair. And then I like to flip the curls I've done just to the back, just so I can keep everything just nice and neatly organized. I know what I've done, what I haven't done. Okay, so in at the root, wrap, wrap, wrap. 1 ghd, 2 ghd, 3 ghd, 4 ghd, 5 ghd, 6 ghd, 6 seconds. Let that go. Hold for a couple seconds and then release. Ow. We are looking good. Swap hands. So now this is in my left hand. One ghd, 2 ghd, 3 ghd, 4 ghd, 5 ghd, 6 ghd. If you're wondering why I'm kind of saying GHD in between as well, when I was with GHD, that is what they always taught us. If you're basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're not full seconds. It's literally the exact same as if you were like 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant. Yeah, it's kind of just more of a realistic second, I think. Guys, we're looking good. We're looking really good. I 100% think the Living Proof Flex Hairspray makes such a difference with how the curls are coming out. They're coming out really nice and bouncy and quite a strong shape, to be honest. I definitely have to say, I am very impressed so far. This is genuinely my first time using this product, testing it. I know these have been in the making for such a long time. Still, when I was at GHD, they were talking about like improving them, bringing them out, making them even better. But yeah, I had not tried this one at that time. And I guess my only concern with hearing that there was going to be a wand that was 1.5 inches, I just thought, is that just going to be too loose for so many people? Because people complain already that their curls drop out and they don't hold. But as you can see, it is going to be so dependent on hair type for sure, because if your curls already fall out and they're not holding well with like the classic curl tong, which is only 1 inch, then obviously this tool like this isn't going to be for you. But as you can see with my hair, and I've already said my hair takes to curl so well, I guess because it's naturally wavy, it just takes to curl like that really well, and you can see the results are really great so far. Let me take this down. Let's see what other sections we've got. I want to make sure I just keep my center parting in quite nice and neat. So then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these like 2 halves and just split those down the middle. Definitely got a wider section here, and then going to split that into 2. And yeah, I'm just going to style these, and let me think if I've got literally anything else to add whilst I'm styling, but if not, I'm just going to carry on styling. Section wise, for those who might be asking how I do the back, literally everything has just like been split into 2, and you bring and you like over direct everything forwards. Whether you've maybe missed some bits at the back, I just always then keep everything I've styled pulled forward, and just have a look at the back if there are any little straight bits that maybe you have missed. But yeah, as long as you keep like pretty much everything on one side, you shouldn't hopefully miss any little areas. And if you've been here for a while, you know what we do next. We just need to allow all the hair just to fully cool and set before we touch it, before we dress it out. So yeah, it's probably already been 5 minutes. I might just leave it like 5 more minutes. It's been like 10 minutes. And if you feel you want to at this stage, you can also then just mist on a little bit more hairspray. But yeah, this is just a super nice light one. At this point, your hair is not going to feel crispy or sticky or like you've got loads of hairspray on at all. Dressed out, I'm gonna pop in some of the Kerastars Glaze Drops oil. It's just a really nice lightweight oil. And yeah, I'm literally just raking my fingers through the hair. This is just breaking up the curls just really nice and softly. And then also it's just distributing that oil throughout the hair just to, yeah, minimize any fluff or frizz or flyaways you might get as you're dressing out the curls. And yeah, just give a really lovely shine to the hair as well. And I think because the result is just really loose, I don't think I actually need to run a comb through it. If you feel like you want to do further breaking up of the curls, then yeah, absolutely run a wide tooth comb through it. I probably think that's enough, to be honest, just with like a pipette of oil. And then I'm literally just gonna grab my hairspray again, and I'm literally just gonna like pinch and like position where I want hair to fall, like around my face. So I'm kind of just like enhancing these bends so they're like hitting around my eye. And again, then I'm just gonna like pinch and spray these pieces at like further bend. I am so impressed with that. What do we think? It's actually come out way better than what I was expecting. I thought, not that I thought it was going to be bad, but just because I've not tried this at all, I kind of thought it might be too loose on my hair. But then again, I don't know why I thought that, because my hair holds curl really well, really easily. But yeah, as I say, I definitely took like slightly thinner and smaller sections compared to when I use like the classic curl or the soft curl. So maybe next time I'll try just using it with my like normal size section patterns. I'm obsessed. This could quite well be my new favourite tool that I like to use for just that like bouncy, loose, really loose curl wave look. What is it looking like at the back, guys? You're going to have to let me know. I can kind of only vaguely see it at the back. But yeah, these are the results with the brand new ghd Max Wand. It's 38mm, which is 1.5 inches. And yeah, to be honest, I actually thought it was just super easy to use. I can't imagine or foresee like anyone's gonna really struggle with using a tool like this. It's just super straightforward, literally wrap and go. I just think maybe those of you who aren't used to using such a big barrel, it's just a case of like getting used to it. Don't be afraid of it as well. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are gonna really, really enjoy and like using this. And it says on the packaging, ideal for long and very long hair. To be honest, I actually think those of you with short hair are going to really enjoy this, because it's that perfect tool where you don't want it to kind of like bounce up. You don't want to lose any more length when you've got short hair. So actually I think it would work really well on short hair. I'm going to have to get like one of my short haired clients and try this on them and see how it works out. But yeah, I love the width that it's given, kind of like the volume from the sides. I think it's a fab tool and I'm looking forward to using a lot more of it. So yeah, big thumbs up from me, guys. I really recommend this tool. Let me know any questions that you might have down below in the comments. Everything that I've used today or mentioned is going to be linked down in the description box. And if you like this video, if you learned anything new, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I post videos like this every single week. And if you do subscribe, I'll be seeing you next week for another one of my videos.